Let us bring before you the top 10 problematic scenes of Anubhav Sinha directed Netflix docu-series IC-814 Kandahar Hijack. The first loose end of the series was the Amritsar landing of IC-814 for refueling the aircraft in order to fly towards Kandahar, Afghanistan. Despite the aircraft waiting for about 45 minutes at the airport, the officials stationed there failed to respond to the situation. But Anubhav Sinha, through his series, tried to blame the aircraft captain, Devi Sharan, for not waiting for the rescue and taking off soon after. But the actual facts which the viewers do not know here is that, first of all, as per an account by one of the passengers of the hijacked aircraft, Durgesh Goyal, the Amritsar airport was not meant for an Airbus, but still with pilot skills, he could land the aircraft after being forced by the hijackers. The next problematic scene comes up when the aircraft lands at Dubai and one of the hijackers on his radio tries to have a conversation with an official at the airport's office and says that, "Will you teach me to be an अच्छा मुसलमान? हिंदुस्तानी हो क्या?"
हमें अच्छा मुसलमान होना सिखाओगे? हाँ? हिंदुस्तानी हो?
I mean, we could not relate if what context these lines mean to be incorporated in a series, which seemed to take a dig at the Indian Muslims, showing them in some kind of a bad light. Now, the third one is the most bizarre one. Use of Bhola and Shankar code names of the terrorist hijackers. It is fine to use the code names, but Anubhav Sinha in the series nowhere gave a disclaimer about what the actual real names of the 5 hijackers were. Well, let me tell you the real name of the hijackers with code names.
पहला आतंकी था चीफ। इसका असली नाम इब्राहिम अतहर था और पाकिस्तान के बहावलपुर का रहने वाला था। दूसरा आतंकी डॉक्टर, जिसका असली नाम शाहिद अख्तर सईद था और रहने वाला कराची के गुलशन इकबाल का था। तीसरा आतंकी बर्गर, इसका असली नाम सनी अहमद काजी था, जो कराची के डिफेंस एरिया का रहने वाला था। चौथा कोडनेम भोला था, जबकि असली नाम मिस्त्री जहूर इब्राहिम था और ये कराची के अख्तर कॉलोनी का था। पांचवा और अंतिम कोडनेम शंकर था, इसका असली नाम शाकिर था और जगह सुक्कुर सिटी था।
I mean, the then External Affairs Minister Jaswant Singh's name was replaced with some Vijay Bhan Singh, but the director gave less weightage in replacing the codenames of Bhola and Shankar as something else. Well, what was the agenda behind it? We can't much tell. Next comes the romantic gesture of the terrorist towards the air hostess and being extra sweet to her by offering her water or checking on her when she was hurt. I mean, what an absolute watering down of terrorists who hijacked the plane and slit the throat of onboard passengers. But hey, at least he's caring. The fifth problematic thing of the Netflix series is similar to the previous one. Watch these visuals of terrorists playing Antakshari with the passengers. I mean, seriously, what was the dire need of humanizing these terrorists? It seemed some kind of a PR job for the ISI. Because next what we see is that an absolute clean shit was given to Pakistan's ISI in the Anubhav Sinha series, putting the entire blame on Osama bin Laden and some other terror agencies. Such movies give a clean sheet to ISI in Pakistan that actually carried out the hijacking and portray the Indian government as a bigger villain, creates a perception that Pakistan and its agencies are not quite the villain they are made out to be. While in reality, contrary to the Aman Ki Asha enthusiast, Pakistan may let its people die of hunger, but will continue to spend every waking moment perpetrating terror activities on the Indian soil. Now, next in the line is the portion where they show absolute mess that was created in the aircraft's washroom, which was stinking with bad odor. The series showed that it was the Captain Devi Sharan who cleared the passage of the washrooms and was later hailed by the onboard passengers. But let me tell you that this is another of the distorted facts presented, as the captain himself has denied fixing the plumbing lines of the aircraft. He stated that he just took one of the hijackers down into the aircraft hold as he could not know where the lines were. In the series, Anubhav Sinha shows how the hijacker has a very polite and human conversation with the hostage pilot. The next utterly shameful visual of the series was making a joke of the then NSA Ajit Doval, who was the lead negotiator to release hostages. Negotiations were shown in such a comical manner that it took away the seriousness of negotiating process with the terrorists. The team was there in hostile land under tremendous pressure, but Sinha shows them being very chilled and not worrying that lives of over 160 people were in their hands. In fact, Doval's famous photograph on Kandahar tarmac near IC-814 was also nowhere shown by the director, despite the fact that other original footages of the incidents were shown. Now comes the extra sweet gesture of the hijackers towards the passengers by offering them with food and water after they landed at the Kandahar airport. Well, as per an account by one of the survivors of that hijack, Arun Nathani, they were given only one fruit a day and were made to starve by not even being provided by water. That's the reality which no one knows about, and even Anubhav Sinha won't tell you in his series. Last but not the least, in one of the scenes, the then External Affairs Minister gives a salute to the captain. Well, let me tell you that the captain himself has clarified that there was no such salute. In fact, there was just a simple gesture which showed appreciation. So now you see how cinema has been used to mislead and mix up facts in a way that they change the narrative in the minds of the viewers. And of course, in this day and age of information on fingertips, Sinha has shown quite an audacity to trying to whitewash Pakistan's role in the IS-814 hijacking.